Hi, this is Glow from For the Lord Productions, and today the topic is Fiverr. Yes, Fiverr. Fiverr. When I first presented my book ideas, I was advised to go to Fiverr to get an illustrator for my characters, as well as to do like book covers and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, so that was pretty cool. And I went there and I found an illustrator that was within my budget, which was pretty cheap because I was just starting out with my books, just testing everything out. So I paid him to create Dr. Chloe Cupcake. Okay, I liked her. It was a lot of back and forth or whatever, but I ended up liking Dr. Chloe Cupcake, the character. And so I decided I'll go with the same illustrator to do Corey for Corey Schoolers. They were supposed to look similar, but not exactly. I really wasn't in love with Corey, the character, but I really was in love with Dr. Chloe Cupcake. So I started this process in October of 2019. So it's almost been a year since I started this process, but I started this process in October 2019. And it did not take that long actually for me to get my characters back. It may have taken 30 days for Chloe and maybe 30 days for Corey as well. I was kind of impatient because I wasn't aware of the process and things like that. Again, this was my first time using Fiverr. Fast forward to recently, um, I was, I follow a lot of authors pages, a lot of preschool teachers, stuff like that, pages on my Instagram as well as on my Facebook. And I realized that my character, Dr. Chloe Cupcake, was used on the cover of a different book. And that was not okay. It was not the doctor. She did not have a doctor coat on. She did not have as much detail as Dr. Chloe Cupcake, but the basic structure of her face, her hair, her cheeks, and everything was Dr. Chloe Cupcake. So I am currently working on a new look for my Dr. Chloe Cupcake character, so you will see her soon. I will probably roll her out January 1, 2021, as well as a new Corey Schoolbus character for that reason that looks similar to my Dr. Chloe Cupcake, the new Dr. Chloe Cupcake character that comes out. More power to the person that has that character. I have not communicated with him at all, letting him know what was going on. I am almost sure we used the same Fiverr illustrator, and that illustrator just sent out the same character. It's not in the same capacity because my character is a doctor, and the character that is on this book is like a little sister of a big sister, but they still look the same. They're just, I believe they just have different hair or something like that. I do want to still support that author. However, I will be changing my character to a different character because I'm not sure how he feels. I don't personally know him, so I'm not sure how he feels about it. But I was able to message him and let him know that we should link up as far as authors are concerned, but not necessarily say anything about his characters. But if he looks on any of my page, my Instagram or my business Facebook page or my personal Facebook page, he will clearly see that we have the same character. So beware when it comes down to Fiverr, as far as children book authors and people who do book covers and things like that. I have been blessed to do my own book covers. Yeah, I have been blessed to do my own book covers. So I've designed all of my book covers myself, so I wouldn't have to run into that issue. So now I have to go deeper and design my characters. Mr. Johnson is a character that I created with my son. My son told me what he wanted. I sat down at the computer, and I was like, I can do this. So since I created Mr. Johnson's face, Mr. Johnson does not have a body yet, and I'm working on it as well. But since I created Mr. Johnson's face to my son's liking, because he's a true boss, and the creation is from him, and he was satisfied with it, I decided that instead of continuing to use the current Dr. Clover cupcake, I will roll out new books with a new character in 2021, January 1, 2021. I have some other ideas that I want to do as well, aside from my books, but still down the same lines of my books, if that makes sense. But more information to come as far as this concerned. But I will have to say goodbye to my current Dr. Clover Cupcake book character. If you have those books, you're more than welcome to keep those books, because that is the original Dr. Clover Cupcake. I'm sure she will evolve into something else later on down the line. A lot of characters do that. I was never a child that watched cartoons when I was coming up, but since I have small kids now, I have this opportunity to watch cartoons and stuff like that. And so they actually evolve as you go from the older versions of the TV shows to the newer versions. So with her being 1 year old, the character itself is kind of soon, but it's necessary. It also gives me more freedom to do other books and book titles and subjects that I wanted to do, but I wasn't able to do because I wasn't free with the character, with the images I had. I feel like I would have had to pay more or go back and forth with him more or deal with him more, the illustrator that did it initially. So just to cut all of that out, I just did what I can do. But at this point, I am working on a new character for Dr. Clover Cupcake, and I will also work on a character for Corey School Bus. So again, January 1, I'll be saying bye-bye to the old Dr. Clover Cupcake and bye-bye to the old Corey School Bus characters, and I will be bringing in 2 new characters with the same name. As far as the buses are concerned, I designed those. I did not go through Fiverr for those. So those buses were designed by me. So I will not be replacing the buses. So excuse me. So the buses are fine. It will just be the characters itself. I'm really not in love with how Corey School Bus, the character Corey School Bus looks in black and white, which is another reason why I want to change it. So I said all of that to say this. The moral of the story is be careful with Fiverr. If you use it, be on the lookout for your images to be used. I really don't know. I really am planning on just making my own characters. And it's just that, and being more of an illustrator and a writer at the same time, because I am that, I guess. Yeah, I am. Because I have been illustrating my other books as well. So, creativity comes from above. And I will see you all later. Thank you for watching.